Well, good evening, fans, and welcome to the Aquatics and Recreation Center on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University. An incredibly busy opening day for Armstrong Athletics, and we will cap it off tonight with the Pirate Volleyball team making its debut on our webcast for 2013. Armstrong taking on Lincoln Memorial in a matchup of a pair of Southeast Region teams from a season ago. Armstrong has already played one match today, beating Erskine 3-0. And Lincoln Memorial is 0-1. They fell 3-0 to Shorter in its first contest. Pirates will take on the Rail Splitters, and then tomorrow we'll be with you all day here at the Aquatics Recreation Center as Armstrong takes on North Alabama at 10 a.m. and then wraps up the 2013 Volleyball Classic by taking on Shorter at 4. Armstrong Soccer got a big 0-0 draw against Grand Valley State earlier today. It was a double overtime draw, and due to webcaster error, we were only able to bring you the regulation of that match, but the overtime periods did end up scoreless. So Armstrong has maintained its unbeaten streak. 41 games now since the Pirates last tasted defeat at the Armstrong soccer field, but their stiffest test comes Sunday when they host defending national champion and #1 ranked West Florida. West Florida beat Columbus State 3-2 in overtime in the other game out at the Armstrong soccer field today. Well, here the Armstrong Pirates take center stage, the Peach Belt Conference preseason picks. Pirates, of course, are the two-time defending Peach Belt champions, as well as the defending Southeast Region hosts. The Pirates did that for the first time in program history last season. So let us go ahead and introduce you to the 2013 Armstrong Pirates, and we'll be back with the first point.
Anna Jones, tiger.
Megan Pando, panda bear.
Jessica Santinello, monkey. I like to climb on the net and hit the ball.
Kayla Burns, lion.
I could be the king of the jungle. Rawr.
Oh, that wasn't good. Can I leave?
Whoop whoop.
Kim Brody, kangaroo.
Because they can jump and fight.
They can punch.
They can fight.
Stephanie Safara, dolphin.
Emily Wiley, giraffe.
Kristen Holmes, kitten. They like to sleep, eat, and play, so that's basically me. I would be on Too Cute if I were a kitten. Paige Goki, dragon.
Morgan Hill, narwhal. They have a very magical horn right here on their head, unlike other sea creatures. They're the Jedi of the sea.
The Rail Splitters are coached by J.D. Michaels with assistant Linda Blaha. in its second match of the day. Lincoln Memorial, the Rail Splitters in white with silver numbers. And of course, head coach Jenny Michael, a former assistant coach here at Armstrong before she went to Troy University as an assistant and then took over the Lincoln Memorial head coaching position a couple years ago. For the Pirates, the starting lineup looks like this. It'll be Megan Pando doing the setting, Jessica Santinello, Stephanie Safar on the outside, Taylor Permenter and Kristen Holmes in the middle, Karina Mourinho on the right side, and Morgan Hill will be the libero. For Lincoln Memorial, it will be Kendra Gephardt on the outside along with Jazzy Oates. Allison Beavers is the setter. Brooke Fleeman right side, Rachel Jones in the middle. Casey Mintz will be the libero. And Bristol Snyder also in the lineup as well. Armstrong will serve to begin the match. Our other action, by the way, going on over at Alumni Arena at the same time as us. GRU Augusta, the former Augusta State, taking on North Alabama. Flagler taking on Shorter. Flagler outlasted North Alabama 3-2 earlier today, and Erskine defeated GRU Augusta 3-1. So Megan Pando will serve. And we are underway. And the Pirates will get a free ball right off the serve of Pando. Sets the middle for Permenter, nice up. But none of the teammates for Gephardt able to help her out. It'll be a point for the Pirates, and it's 1-0. Pando to serve again, deep serve. Beavers sets outside for Gephardt. That'll be dug by Safara. Now Mourinho cuts the corner inside and hugs it inside the line for the kill, and a quick 2-0 lead for Armstrong. Lincoln Memorial last season 21-14 out of the South Atlantic Conference, finished third, picked to finish third this year in the league. Beavers from behind the 10-foot line, sets the right side, attacked by Fleeman, dug, and played out by Safara. She lunged to keep it alive, but it went long, so credit Fleeman with the kill, and a side out for Lincoln Memorial. Casey Mintz, the libero, back to serve for the Rail Splitters. Mintz, a 5'9" sophomore from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Serves it deep. Pass by Safara, and then a bad set by Pando. Taking advantage at the net was Jazzy Oates. She was able to put it down, and it's now 2-2. Another deep serve. Hill passes it to Pando. Bump set to Mourinho. That's dug by Mintz. Now Gephardt on the 10-foot line hits it out. And the Pirates earn the side out on the hitting error. So Jessica Santinello will be back to serve, the senior from Boca Raton, Florida. We'll be talking a lot about her, not only in this match, but this season, as she is on pace for a couple of big records in Armstrong volleyball history. Short serve. Oates sets outside, and a solo block for Stephanie Safara on the attack by Brooke Fleeman, and Safara makes it 4-2 Armstrong. Santinello, deeper serve this time. Beavers bump set to Gephardt outside. Touch on the block, and it's out of bounds. Permenter and Mourinho both getting touches on it, but it falls on the Pirates side of the net for a side out for Lincoln Memorial. So Fleeman back to serve. Freshman from Nashville, Tennessee, lefty. Santinello passes it, and it's set over by Pando. I'm not sure if Parmenter got much contact on that. It falls for a point, so we'll see what the stats people say that was, but looked like it was just a set over by Pando. Christina Chow, the senior from Brunswick, into the match to serve. 5-3 Armstrong leads. Jump serve is deep and too deep for Chow, and a side out to Lincoln Memorial. So Parmenter will check back in, and the libero Hill will come in. That's the Pirates' rotation right now. Bringing Chow in to serve for the middle hitter, Parmenter. And now Lincoln Memorial to serve. Pando sets the middle, and Kristen Holmes' attack is dug. Played over on a free ball, so the Pirates will get a second crack at it. This time it's Safara on the outside, and she gets the kill. Safara led the Pirates earlier today against Erskine. She had 11 kills in that match, and she picks up where she left off with her first kill of the match here. Karina Mourinho to serve, the junior from Brazil. Deep rolling serve. Beavers sets Oates. It's tapped, kept alive, and then Oates puts it down as Safara did just enough to get it over the net, but Oates was right there to pounce on it. 2 kills for Oates, both on plays just like that, just cleaning up at the net. So 6-5, Armstrong leads, Oates serving it. Pando sets high outside for Safara, and she'll get another kill. So 7-5 as the teams trade side outs here, early stages of set number 1. Safara now serving. And a service ace for Safara. First ace of the match. Pirates were a tough serving team last year, and talking to head coach Will Condon, he thinks Armstrong will serve even tougher this year. Beavers attacks it, and that should be double contact. It falls anyway as it was blocked by Santinello, then dug by Santinello. Either way, it went down for the kill, and a side out for Lincoln Memorial. Pando, double contact on the set attempt. Didn't get underneath the ball, and Lincoln Memorial makes it 8-7. Morgan Hill, the libero for the Pirates, calling for the towel there. And now she'll go back into serve receive. And a very deep serve by Allison Beavers will side it back out to the Pirates. Now the libero Morgan Hill, redshirt junior from West Palm Beach, Florida, did not play last year for the Pirates. Beavers bump set, and a block by Taylor Parmenter, and Megan Pando gives the Pirates the point. On the attack by Fleeman. Now 10-7 Armstrong. Hill to serve it again for the Pirates. Beavers from behind the 10-foot line sets the right side. Attack is dug by the Pirates and played over safely by Pando. And it's out. So credit Pando, unfortunately, with the attack error there, and it sides it out to Lincoln Memorial. Bristol Snyder checks back in for Caitlin Walton. She will serve. Snyder with the float serve. Pando sets high outside for Santinello, and she comes up with a kill. first kill for Jessica Santinello. She comes into this season needing 280 kills to become the all-time kills leader in Armstrong Volleyball history, as Pando serves that out. 2 service errors for Armstrong already in the set. So we will obviously watch for that as the season goes along. Tip by Santinello, dug by Mentz. Attack by Gephardt will result in a point, as a blocking error on Taylor Permenter will give Lincoln Memorial the point. Mentz with the deep serve, and it's long.
Point, Pirates. Going back to serve for Armstrong, number 5, Jessica Santinello.
12-10, Santinello serving. Beavers sets the middle for Oates. That's dug by Santinello. Played over by Permenter, kept alive. So Gephardt with a swing. That's dug by Hill. Safara from the 10-foot line, deep corner, and she's going to get the kill. So Safara with 3 kills here in this set. That was just a misplay by Mentz, the libero. Should have been an easy dig for the Rail Splitters. 13-10 Armstrong leads. Play at the net. Kept alive by Armstrong. Now Beavers with a free ball. Hill passes it to Pando. Now Mourinho with the attack, and it's down for the kill. She splits the block of Oates and Fleeman. Another break in the action to wipe up some sweat off the floor. 14-10, Pirates with the lead. Opening set of our match tonight, pitting these 2 Southeast Region opponents from a year ago. Mentz has to bump set it outside to Gephardt, and she gets it through the block. Well off the net. Kill for Gephardt. That's her 3rd. And it earns a side out for the Rail Splitters. Pando sets the middle, and Permenter comes up with a big kill. Taylor Permenter, the junior from Jacksonville, comes up with the big emphatic kill. And now Christina Chow will serve it. She floated her first serve long in her last rotation. Deep again and long again. So that's 2 errors on Chow. And it'll side out to Lincoln Memorial. Gephardt back to serve. Pando sets Mourinho. She tips it over. Attack by Walton, dug by Pando. Attack again by Mourinho. Another tip, that's dug by Mentz. And then Walton hits it well out. But 2 times thought Mourinho was going to take a swing, and she ended up tipping it, keeping the Rail Splitters in the point. And now Mourinho will go back to serve for Armstrong. And she serves it just long. It was dipping, and it didn't dip enough to catch the line. Oates serves it. Pando sets the middle, and Kristen Holmes comes up with a big kill. Pirates, 10 kills and 14 swings. That's a 700-plus hitting percentage. Really, the only reason Lincoln Memorial is in the game is because of errors, service errors, and the earlier blocking error. That ball hit out by the Rail Splitters, and the Pirates will take a 5-point lead into a timeout by Lincoln Memorial. 18-13 here at the Arc.
Day 2 of the Pirate Volleyball Classic, presented by Orthopedics, starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. when Armstrong faces off against North Alabama. For a complete tournament schedule, log on to ArmstrongPirates.com. Still serving for the Pirates, number 8, Stephanie Safara.
So out of the timeout, Stephanie Safara serving it for the Pirates. Beavers sets outside for Walton. That's off the block and good for the kill. So Caitlin Walton out of the timeout earns the side out for the Rail Splitters. Her first kill of the match. And the setter, Allison Beavers, will serve it and serve it long. 3 service errors for Lincoln Memorial, 4 for the Pirates. Free points really for both teams here, as we have only 1 service ace between the 2 teams in the match. And a sub for Lincoln Memorial as number 14, Abby Cash, is going to come in to set in place of Beavers. So a new setter for Lincoln Memorial. Cash is a freshman from New Carlisle, Ohio. Morgan Hill serving it. Walton tries to place it over, and it never got over the net. And so that'll be a point for the Pirates on the attack error. And another deep serve, another error for Armstrong service. Really the only part of the game not working right now for the Pirates. They're hitting well, hitting .529. Couple of blocks. As Walton serves this one, Hill with the pass, and Permenter's attack is dug by Cash. Gephardt's attack dug by Santinello. From the back row, Safara with the attack, and she'll get the kill. Stephanie Safara, 4 swings, 4 kills, and from different places on the court. She has been impressive. And she is a preseason all-conference selection, but that selection was as a libero. So she is a weapon right now for the Pirates offensively and defensively. Cash sets the middle, blocked by Permenter, still with Lincoln Memorial. Another block on the attack by Gephardt. And then a tip is going to go down for the kill by Fleeman after a couple of big blocks by the Pirates. Fleeman changes it up and gets the kill. So Mentz to serve now for Lincoln Memorial. Hill to Pando, way outside, down ball for Mourinho. That's dug by Snyder. And then off the antenna goes the attack of Fleeman, and the Pirates will pick up the point.
That's the serve for Armstrong, number 5, Jessica Santinello.
Oates with the attack. That's dug by Santinello. And then Mourinho fell as she had tried to make her approach. Slipped on a spot on the floor. So a free point there for Lincoln Memorial. A little bit of bad luck for the Pirates. Score is 22-17. Armstrong with the lead here in set number 1. Maintenance continues over on the floor in front of the Armstrong bench.
Back to serve for Lincoln Memorial, number 9, Brooke Freeman.
Pando sets Permenter on the slide, and it's blocked by Kendra Gephardt. So Lincoln Memorial, trying to climb back into this first set, has cut the deficit to 4. Pando sets Mourinho, and Mourinho was blocked, and it's out of bounds. So back-to-back blocks make it 22-19. Pando sets Safara, and Safara comes back with a kill. And she continues her stellar set. And the Pirates will bring in Brittany Harris to serve now. Freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia. Short serve, and it's an over ball. Played over by Holmes. Now the attack by Beavers is blocked, dug by Safara. Now Mourinho with the attack. That's dug easily by Snyder. Oates with the attack. And a blocking error on the Pirates on Kristen Holmes. Sides it back out to Lincoln Memorial.
Back to serve for Lincoln Memorial, number 3, Casey Gephardt.
Pando sets the middle. Holmes with the attack. Dug by Mentz. Oates with the tip. Dug by Hill. Mourinho with the attack. Dug by Mentz. Walton's attack is dug by Safara. Mourinho a second crack at it, and this time she powers it through the block. And it's set point Armstrong.
Back to serve on set point, number 21, Karina Marino.
Mourinho serving set point. Beavers sets Oates. It's blocked. Kept alive by Pando. Played in deep corner by Santinello, but it's out.
Point, Rail Splitters. Back to serve for Lincoln Memorial.
So set point number 2 for Armstrong. Pando sets Safara, and her tip is good. Stephanie Safara, what a great set
The kill by Safari.
for her.
Pirates.
Safara, 6 for 6, kills and attacks, and leads the Pirates to the 25-21 win here in set number 1. We'll break for 3 minutes, come back with set number 2 between the Rail Splitters and the Pirates. we head to set number 2. Armstrong leading it, 1-0. And looking at the first half stats, Lincoln Memorial hit 0-31 in the first set, 9 kills, 8 errors, 32 attacks. Kendra Gephardt, 3 kills leading the way. Allison Beavers, 5 assists. And Casey Mentz, 5 digs. For Armstrong, 14 kills, 4 errors, 28 attacks. That's a .357 hitting percentage. Stephanie Safara, 6 kills on 6 swings, leading the way for all players. Karina Mourinho and Taylor Permenter, 3 kills each. Megan Pando, 13 assists. And Jessica Santinello with 3 digs. Lincoln Memorial will serve it to begin set number 2, and Abby Cash, who came in to set briefly in set number 1, will begin set number 2 as the setter. Pando sets outside for Mourinho. That's Doug. Played over by Lincoln Memorial, and a double contact is going to be called on the Pirates. Lincoln Memorial, a couple of lineup changes as number 1, Kara Solek, is into the lineup here for head coach Jen Michael. Pando, and attack over the net as Pando was pulling that one out of the net. Now it's going to be on number 1, Solek, so Pirates earn the side out. Jessica Santinello to serve. Cash sets Solek, and double contact. She didn't get enough on it to put it over the net. And Armstrong earns the point. Oates with it. That's dug by Hill. Now Mourinho splits the block, gets the kill. There was a block error on the play, but the Pirates will earn the point regardless as Mourinho notches her 4th kill. The attack by Fleeman, dug by Santinello, attack by Mourinho, dug by Cash. Down ball played over by Fleeman, and Permenter's attack is dug by Mentz. Fleeman with a tip, and that is right over and just inside the sideline. And a point for Lincoln Memorial. Three, 2, Lincoln Memorial and Armstrong. Lincoln Memorial serving. Pando sets the middle for Permenter. Good dig into the bench by Snyder. Played over. Pirates on the attack with Safara. That's blocked. Hill bump set. Safara again, and it's wide. So we're tied at 3. Pando sets the middle for Permenter, but the set was too low. Permenter couldn't get it over the net. And Lincoln Memorial takes the lead at 4-3. Pando sets Safara, and this time an emphatic kill for Safara. Blocking error on number 9. Brooke Fleeman. 7th kill for Safara. And now Harith in to serve for the Pirates. Cash sets outside, and the kill is there for Kendra Gephardt. And for Lincoln Memorial, Rachel Jones back into the lineup. Kristen Holmes into the lineup for the Pirates to play front row. Pando sets the middle for Mourinho. It's blocked, kept alive by Santinello. Now Safara with the attack. That's Doug. And then tipped by Holmes. and played out. So Kristen Holmes will get a cleanup kill at the net. Mourinho to serve, good level serve. Cash sets, and into the antenna goes Fleeman. She had no chance. That set was too far to the outside for the lefty to swing it in. And Pirates retake the lead at 6-5. Cash sets, the tip by Gephardt, dug. Back row, Carino, that's dug by Cash. Tip is blocked, and an attack is blocked. It's Rachel Jones winning the one-on-one battle with Kristen Holmes at the net. So we're tied at 6.
Back to serve for Lincoln Memorial, number 7, Allison Beavers.
Another timeout for a little bit of towel action, middle of the court. Again, the Pirates will be in action tomorrow. 10 a.m. against North Alabama, 4 p.m. against Shorter. Pando sets Safara, and Safara gets the touch, and the Pirates get the kill. One linesman signaled out, one linesman signaled the touch, and she now has 8 kills already, and we're just in the opening stages of set number 2. Safara to serve it, and that one played, it might have been going out, and free ball over. Played quickly by the Pirates, and Holmes' slide is dug by Mintz. Tip by Walton, dug by the Pirates, and then Santinello hits it out. So we're tied back up at 7.
Back to serve for Lincoln Memorial, number 3, Kendra Gephardt.
Tip by Holmes, kept alive, played over by Lincoln Memorial. Santinello's attack dug by Mintz. And the attack hit long by Kara Solek. A little bit humid outside, so a little bit humid inside the arc. A lot of people here too contributing to the problem. It's a good crowd for a Friday night here at the arc. As Hill's serve is deep, it'll be a free ball over by Lincoln Memorial. Pirates on the attack with Santinello. That's dug by Mintz. Ball played over by Walton. Now, and then a double contact on Pando. We'll give it to Lincoln Memorial. Pando sets outside, and this time Santinello comes up with the kill.
Going back to serve for Armstrong, number 3, Megan Pando.
9-8 Armstrong leading it. Pando serving. Oates tips it over. Pando leaves it for Santinello, and she doesn't get it over the net. And an error gives it to Lincoln Memorial.
Now serving for Lincoln Memorial, number 14, Abby Cash.
And a service error
Serve goes long, point Pirates.
will make it 10-9 Armstrong.
Back
Dalton's attack, dug by Hill. Mourinho's attack is blocked out of bounds, and Karina Mourinho comes up with the kill. So the Pirates get a little bit of a cushion, now lead it by 2, 11-9. And then Mintz passes it out of bounds. Service ace for Santinello. Second ace for Armstrong in the match, and it's 12-9. And a ball hits the antenna. It'll be an attack error on Brooke Fleeman, and a timeout for Lincoln Memorial. Armstrong leads it 13-9 here in set number 2. So the Pirates on a 4-point run here. Santinello serving it. Pirates leading 13-9. And Santinello slips. She was in position to make the dig, but her feet came out from underneath her, and that will result in a point. So that's twice now that a wet floor has cost the Pirates. We had one in the first set where Mourinho slipped on her approach, and that gave the Rail Splitters a free point. And I mean, it's a situation where you hate the lost points, but at some point, someone's going to get hurt out there. I mean, it's just one of those things, I think, where the combination of events from today is Safaro's attack is dug by Mintz. Big block on the attack by Fleeman. Fleeman will get a second try at it. That's dug by Hill. Now Mourinho with the attack, big block, kept alive by the Pirates. Hill bump set for Safara. Her tip is good for a kill. But you've got a lot of people on a Friday night, a very humid day in Savannah. You also have a situation where the air conditioning hasn't been working the best in the building all preseason long as Harris serves for the Pirates. And unfortunately, it's taking its toll on the floor. Oates comes up with a big kill for the Rail Splitters. She will go back to serve as it's now 14-11. And a service ace because Holmes was forced to play that ball. Middle hitter, not used to passing, obviously, but it was a good serve, short serve by Oates. Pando sets Safara, and she is blocked. So it's 14-13. Pando sets the middle for Mourinho. That's dug by Snyder. And then a touch on the attack by Gephardt, and we're tied at 14. So the 4-point lead by the Pirates erased on the serve of Oates. Sando sets the middle for Holmes, and Holmes will get the kill. So a big side out there for Armstrong. And Caitlin King is going to come in now for the Pirates and serve and play back row. So the Pirates switching the lineup here in set number 2 from 5-1 to a 6-2. King, a freshman from Fairfax, Virginia, with a good serve. And a big block. Kristen Holmes gets on the end of that attack by Fleeman. And the Pirates pick up another point at 16-14. And coming right back and picking up the kill is Rachel Jones on the quick set by Cash.
Now serving for Lincoln Memorial, number 7, Allison Beavers.
Beavers serving it. King sets the slide, and Mahomes comes up with the kill. So Caitlin King with her first career assist earns the side out. And Stephanie Safara will serve it now. 17-15, Safara, short serve. Beavers sets the middle, and a double contact is going to be called on Beavers, and that will give the Pirates the point. By the way, the same time that King subbed in, Paige Goki came in as well. Goki, the freshman from Fayetteville, Arkansas, playing the right side. She is a lefty. First time the Pirates have had a lefty front row player in quite some time. Beavers sets high outside for Walton. That's dug by Safara. King sets Santinello. That's dug by Mentz, but it's over. Played by Holmes, dug by Lincoln Memorial, and then a double contact just on a free ball. Mentz, the libero for Lincoln Memorial, just tried to play that over and ended up getting a double contact on it. So the Pirates get it back to a 4-point lead, 19-15. Beavers bump set. Walton, dug by Safara. King sets Goki, her tip, played over, and then losing the battle of the net is Holmes. That's twice now that Rachel Jones has gotten the better of Kristen Holmes one-on-one at the net. That's not a battle you would expect the Pirates to lose. Holmes at 6'2", Jones at 5'11", but it has happened. Santinello's attack, dug, played over by Mentz. Now Hill with the bump set for Goki. Lefty gets the kill. So Goki notches her first career kill.
Back to serve for Armstrong, number 11, Morgan Hill.
So 20-16, Pirates leading it here in set number 2, looking to take a 2-0 lead. Beavers sets the middle for Jones, dug by Santinello. Goki with the attack, dug by Beavers. Mentz bump set for Walton. That's dug by Hill. Goki with it again from King, and it's blocked by Kara Solek. Mentz with the deep serve. King sets Santinello, and she gets the kill. So Santinello gets her third kill. Now Mourinho and Pando will check back in, replacing King and Goki. Good rotation for the two freshmen. Getting the Pirates out to an advantage here. 21-17, Pando to serve. And Megan Pando, who had 40 aces. She was third in the Peach Belt in service aces last year. Of course, Ashley Seal led not only the Peach Belt, but ranked third nationally in service aces. She picks up her first and then gets a good tough serve. Permenter plays it over, but it's still alive for Lincoln Memorial. And then Walton goes deep corner. 22-18. Pando sets the middle. Permenter, it's blocked. She gets it back. That's Doug. And then a kill for Solik. Solik back-to-back good plays. She had the block and then the kill. She started off the set rough for the Laurel Splitters, but has now drawn Lincoln Memorial to within 3. Santinello with the middle attack, and she picks up the kill.
Santinello goes back to serve.
23-19, Pirates 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Oates with the attack, blocked by Permenter, still alive for Lincoln Memorial. Safara, bump set for Mourinho, that's blocked by Oates and out, so Lincoln Memorial notches the point.
Serving for Lincoln Memorial, number 15, Bristol Snyder.
Bristol Snyder to serve it. Pirates will just free ball it over. Big block on the attack by Gephardt. Dig by Santinello on the good attack, and then Safara will notch the kill. So big defense leads to offense and set point for Armstrong here in the second set.
Going back to serve.
Brittany Harris to serve.
Number 18, Brittany Harris.
Deep serve. Oates with the attack. Kept alive, played over, but it's out. Big up by Pando, but Santinello just making a reflex reaction to the ball. Couldn't put it in the court. Set point number 2 for the Pirates. Oates to serve. Pando sets the middle for Holmes. That's dug by Cash. Fleeman's attack, dug by Santinello, and then Holmes couldn't get over the net. And the tight set by Pando. Pando sets Mourinho, and Mourinho will end set number 2 with the kill. And the Pirates take a 2-0 lead. And we'll break and come back in 3 minutes with set number 3 between the Pirates and the Rail Splitters. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Quax Recreation Center. We are in a slight delay. We had a spectator fall on this floor. We were talking about it earlier, and not only is it affecting the play here, but we unfortunately had a spectator fall and injure himself. So we had to have a little medical attention there, but it looks like he is okay. So we will be set to go here with set number 3 momentarily. Pirates leading it 2-0. Pirates hit just 089 in set number 2. Lincoln Memorial hit 235. But the Pirates able to come away with set number 2. Behind the play of Stephanie Safara, 9 kills now in the match. She's hitting .538 this evening. Karina Marino with 6 kills. Leading the way for Lincoln Memorial, 5 kills, Kendra Gephardt, 5 kills, Brooke Fleeman. And Armstrong will serve.
For your Pirates, number 3, Megan Pando.
The third set, and we are back underway here at the Quaxon Recreation Center. And an overpass and a point. Jessica Santinello will pick up the easy kill, and the Pirates off to a good start here in set number 3. Cash sets Walton, and Walton gets it just inside the right corner for a big kill there for Walton. That's her third kill in the match. She will go back to serve. Top spin jump serve, dug by Hill over, so Lincoln Memorial on the tack, but this time ball hit out by Fleeman. Fleeman, 7 attack errors, only 5 kills. And she's had trouble keeping it in the court. So Santinello to serve it, 2-1, Pirates leading it. Cash, and not a great set by Cash. The attack by Jones didn't have much on it, ended up being an easy block for Permenter. And it's 3-1 Armstrong. Ball hits the antenna. Pirates pick up the point. And I'm going to have to step away for a moment. I'll come back in a couple of minutes. Just enjoy the action. Pirates and Lincoln Memorial here in set number 3. Stephanie Safara picks up an emphatic kill. And Armstrong has tied it up here in set number 3, 8-8. Safara back to serve. Pirates trying to close out a 3-set win, but Lincoln Memorial trying to extend it here. As Walton's attack is blocked out of bounds, so Caitlin Walton comes up with the kill. Gives the Rail Splitters the 9-8 lead. Jazzy Oates serving. Santinello passes it to Pando. Middle attack for Holmes. And Holmes picks up the kill. The linesman signaled out, but the up official made the call. And so the Pirates will side it out. Morgan Hill to serve. And she serves it out. (10-9). Lincoln Memorial leading it. Back and forth we go here in the third set. Pando, cross-court set for Santinello, and she splits the block and gets the kill. So Santinello starting to heat up here. As Megan Pando back to serve. She now has 6 kills in the match. From the 10-foot line, the attack by Fleeman, dug by Pando. Attack by Mourinho is blocked, still alive. Tip by Santinello is tipped back over by Jones. Now Mourinho with the attack, and that's dug over by Cash. Now the middle attack by Permenter, dug and played over by Lincoln Memorial. Good rally here. Mourinho then hits it out. Probably the best rally of the set. Results in the point for Lincoln Memorial. Walton to serve. Pando sets the middle. Permenter, that's dug by Cash. And a kill for Gephardt gives Lincoln Memorial a 12-10 lead. Wiping continues after the last couple of points for both sides of the court. Lincoln Memorial leading it by 2 here in set number 3. Big block by Santinello and the attack by Fleeman. She'll get it back. That's dug by Mourinho. Now Santinello with the attack. Dug. Played over by Fleeman. Dug by Pando. Down ball by Mourinho. Will result in a back row attack. That's going to go out by Walton. So that time the Pirates scramble defensively and stay with the point. So Santinello will now serve it up. And a hit out by Gephardt brings the Pirates back even at 12. And a service ace for Santinello puts the Pirates ahead, 13-12. Cash sets Fleeman, dug by Mourinho. Safara attack, dug by Mintz. Gephardt hits it into the net.
Off of the net. Point Pirates.
And a timeout called by Lincoln Memorial. Head coach Jenny Michael with Pirates leading at 14-12 here in set number 3. Out of the timeout, Jessica Santinello serving. And a rotation error out of the timeout gives the Pirates a free point. So the Pirates now lead at 15-12. Attack by Fleeman, dug by Hill. Free ball over by Mourinho. Now Fleeman with a second swing, and this time it's a tip, and it's good for the kill.
Going back to serve for Lincoln Memorial, number 4, Casey Mintz.
Mentz serving it long, but played by Santinello. Attack by Permenter is blocked, kept alive, played over by the Pirates. Cash sets Fleeman, and Fleeman picks up the kill. Pando bump set for Safara, and Safara takes the tough set and picks up the kill. Pando had to bump set that with her back to the net from behind the 10-foot line, and Safara still able to get the kill. She continues to lead all players here tonight with 12 kills as Harris serve is deep and will be played over. No, it won't be played over. Oates can't get it over, so Harris notches the service ace. And it's 17-14. And this time, Fleeman will get the kill. And the side out, 17-15. Armstrong leads in the third set. Pando sets the slide, and Kristen Holmes goes up and gets it, notches the kill, and it's 18-15. Mourinho serves it. Cash from the 10-foot line to Oates. That's dug by Mourinho. And a bad set by Pando over the head of Holmes and outstretched arm of Holmes. Gives it a side out to Lincoln Memorial. Gephardt serves it deep. Pando sets the middle, and the tip by Holmes is good for the kill. So we're getting to the latter stages of set number 3. Safara serving. Cash sets Oates. That's dug by Mourinho. Pando sets outside for Santinello. That's dug by Mentz. And then Walton hits that long.
Out of bounds, point, Pirates.
So the Pirates 5 points away from improving to 2-0 on the season after picking up a 3-0 win over Erskine earlier today. Safara continues to serve. Cash sets outside for Walton. That's dug by Mourinho. Santinello with the attack, and that's good for the kill.
Santinello, point, Pirates.
And a timeout for Lincoln Memorial, as with just needing 4 more points, the Pirates have a 5-point lead here in set number 3, 21-16. Out of the timeout. Safara continues to serve as Lincoln Memorial has used both of its timeouts this set. And a service ace for Safara. 7th service ace for Armstrong in this match. And it's now 22-16. Cash sets Oates. That's dug by Hill. Mourinho back row attack. Dug by Fleeman. Free ball over. Pirates on the attack with Santinello, and her tip is good for the kill because there's a blocking error on the play.
Point, Pirates.
Beavers and Solek check back into the lineup here for Lincoln Memorial. As Oates hits it into the net, and it's match point Armstrong.
Get on your feet, it's match point.
Beavers sets outside for Walton, and Walton hits it off the block. And the Pirates will get a second crack at it. Pando sets the middle for Holmes. It's off the net and then through, and the Pirates take it in 3. 25-21, 25-22, and 25-17. So the Pirates are 2-0 on the season, and we'll be back with you here 10 a.m. tomorrow for Armstrong against North Alabama from the Aquatics Recreation Center. Chad Jackson saying good evening from Savannah. We'll talk to you tomorrow for day 2 of the 2013 Armstrong Pirate Volleyball Classic.